Sorry about that. We're back. I had an issue with the stream, which was fucking pain in the neck. Anyways, I don't know what happened. I went to do it, and yeah, it just didn't want to work. So apologies everyone. And also the mic wasn't actually set up correctly. I knew it wasn't. It was saying default mic. I was like, well, that's not fucking good, is it? I can delete that. Yeah, hope everyone's doing well. I'm just going to quickly do the thumbnail for for this thing. Sorry, I've basically come on really disorganized, and I don't know why. Don't know why this has happened this way, but I've come on really disorganized tonight. So I hope you're all understanding of that a little bit. What video even was it tonight that's coming out? Was it Marseille? I think it was the Marseille video that's coming out tonight, but is it PSG? PSG buy. Okay. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having a good evening. I am going to be getting on Minecraft in a minute. What we're going to be doing tonight is we're going on the realm. We're going to go on the realm. We're going to have a laugh, and we're like you haven't like that. I'm not going to do that. You know, the quarter zips with like the really like long, like zip on it. That's what I'm wearing tonight. It's quite comfy, but I picked it up for like 10 quid next. I was like, wow, okay, that's quite good. Who's home? Paris Saint-Germain. The Marquinhos for this one. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's all right. I'm good. I'm glad it's nice to be back doing streams again. I have not streamed properly in about 2-3 weeks, I think, off the top of my head. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try this up here. Can everyone tell me how the mic is? If everyone can tell me how the mic is, fantastic, please. Should be all good. So yeah, we are also going to be watching on stream tonight the Artemis launch. That's something that's piqued my interest a little bit. It's not working, is it? Okay, so there's no point in using that then. I might have to do a restart my computer at this rate for my buttons. Do my buttons work at least? Oh, they do. Okay, perfect. Big red no button. PSG versus Bayern. But Reese fucking size it because it's too fucking big. Yeah, everyone's doing alright though. We will hop on in a minute. We want to try the new update, of course. There's a lot of things we want to try on tonight's stream. I think the main one's going to be the new animals. I think I don't know what's really on the change log, but I need to have a look. I'm going to release this at 10 o'clock, so it will be a bit disjointed. The late night Champions League. Welcome back, Triangle. Sorry, mate. Basically I thought I could fix an issue, but I didn't fix the issue, which is typical me, really. Right, let's hop on the game. Let's hop on the game. So I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way by clicking, which is annoying. It's fuck. Yeah, the launcher's got all these like little cute animals on it now. It's pretty weird. Oh, as it is to meal time. Where's my full screen? There we go. Right. Just so I can. I've literally not played this in ages. This is how we run. As you can tell, Westie TV is a fucking mess at the minute. Change. Okay, so since Streamlabs is yeah, I know. I can't really bother with that, to be honest. I'm not really going to do that because there isn't really much point. I don't really see the point in doing that. Have they... Right, so they uninstalled Streamlabs and then... Right, okay, that's strange. I've got it all back now, but I've got my... I'm just going to check it works. I should have it all back now. Let's test it. I think that should work. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the thumbnail tonight, to be honest. Triangle. I'm just gonna... Let's see how it goes. Right, Kristen's not on yet, so we've got our own stuff. So, pretty much tonight, we're going to be doing a lot of building, like road building and bits. So, we have recently... I might take you on a tour of the world, actually. It might be a bit easy to do. But recently, we've been building like a new area. So, we'll go back to the original world and have a look around and just do a bit of an update with you all. But in terms of it, we're kind of creating like a new bit. So this is it here. So I will need to fill this in with grass in a bit. But yeah, well, one trader. I've not enough. Removing my bits first before I keep going. How is? I think my sound's all right now, by the way. So just tell me if it's not, please, because I would like to know sooner rather than later. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. Update my shader pack. As you can tell, I'm not very ready for this stream tonight. Yeah, tonight we will watch Artemis and we will have a bit of a laugh with everything going on. Would you like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade? Oasis. Oh, it was Beatles cover, wasn't it? Yeah, we've got basically like all of these chests of dirt from where we just destroyed an entire dirt mound. So to put it into perspective, it's so big that we've had to like it's so big. We've had to put like. I don't need those. Might take some of those. I mean, this area is so big that we've had to. Oh, is this fish? Fish. Yeah, this area is so big, like really, really big. We also kidnapped a turtle for purposes of maybe just being the first resident. But yeah, this area is huge. Like, it's surrounded by 2 rivers. And they all loop round somehow. So we can, basically, if we wanted to, we could expand out this way if we really, really wanted to. But in terms of where the old city is, in comparison to this new bit, the old stuff is over here. So Kristen has continued playing for some time. She's still building a castle up here, but she's made a bit of progress on it. Castle's expanded out a bit, you might notice, and we've also built some new kind of things out here, which have kind of worked well. Kind of worked a bit well. We've also built, slightly inhumane, but we have expanded out the sheep. Well, this bit's not so inhumane. We've expanded out the sheep farm, which I think was probably good on our list of things to do. And look at it! It's fucking tiny! But we have made an inhumane chicken farm that will repeatedly throw eggs. Look, ready? Egg coming through, and it will shoot it out at the bottom here. And there's a dispenser that's on a continuous loop, and it will just fire the eggs at each other, which I think is brilliant. There are a few things we need to find. I'm actually gonna. It's so cute. Cannot argue that is the cutest thing we've seen in a long time in Minecraft. I think, to be fair, it's been long overdue how he got out. To be fair, he's a free spirit, that fella. We're gonna let him be. I'm with you, Gast. I'm with you. I need some. So what we're gonna do? I'm just gonna take a couple of these. Look, it does create a... Oh, it grew up! Look, it grew up! Right, let's just mate the cows. Hey, DKV, good to see you, buddy. Long time no see. Westinho was actually... That's my Brazilian footballer's name. Westinho. Is it? Yeah. I think it was Westinho. I cannot exactly remember what it was. Look at the new cows! Look at the new cows. The new slime literally ball. Yeah, I've seen that. Is that actually in... I don't think that's in this update, though. It's the only thing. Is I don't think that is in this update. I think it's in the next one. But the funny thing is, we've been doing that for years. Like, FCER, you're quitting YouTube. I know it's April Fool's Day, but please don't tell me that's real. Yeah, please don't tell me that's real. Pet the cow. TK is April, that's cute. It could happen to anyone though, that's the thing. To be fair, I used to do, so before you guys were like big fans of my live streams and things, the rare like monthly live stream. Obviously, April Fools. Before you guys were such big fans of the live streams, I used to do an annual April Fool's joke. I thought about bringing it back this year, and I was kind of like, I'm in such a bad mood with the car. Look at the sheep! Look at the sheep! They're so small. Try and go down. I admittedly I did know, but that's just me. Also, my sister is. I don't know if my sister's. I've actually shown you my sister's new place. My sister has become Bilbo Baggins, and she has made her own little hobbit hole over here. So she has got Milo the cat. Wait, is Minecraft April Fools update? That is true. That is very true. They do the Minecraft April Fools update. But yeah, she's made her own hobbit hole, very Lord of the Rings-esque. And then she's also made a Neverite hoe because she's stupid. But moving on from that, they've made a little horse thing. Kristen's got a new house. I think is the new big update for Kristen. We'll take a tour of Kristen's house because he's so small he only needs one popcorn. Yep. Well, Kristen had. I think I can talk about this a little bit. Kristen. Yes, Kristen, we are going through your stuff. I hope you don't mind. Disposal below. Oh yeah, you can't throw in that. Otherwise, don't throw anything in there. Otherwise, you're gonna lose your bow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Kristen's really been embracing the farmer's life. It's a peaceful life. Yeah, I mean... Oh! The new fucking baby zombie. Why is his eyes so fucking huge? It feels faster. It does feel a lot faster. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on, really. There's not much else to say, but... right, we're not going to say that again for a while, are we? Yeah, our aim is we're going to build an entire road system tonight, and then we're going to put... then we're going to sort out this sandbar out here as well, because that's sort of annoying me. This sand bit over here is fine, I don't mind that. But I want to kind of make like a modern sort of city. That makes sense. And then Kristen's going to come on in a bit, I think, and join. She's charging up a laptop from what I've heard. This is when I get a few angry text messages from her. Phil Foden's not guaranteed a place in the World Cup squad. I don't think anybody fucking is. I'll be honest with you. No one is in this World Cup squad, by the way. Hi, everybody. Is that Dr. Nick? It's kind of Dr. Nicky, wasn't it? Hi, everybody. Where golden dandelion? There it is. So that if we give this to any of our puppies or kittens, then we can have our own little mini cat. Italy lost again. We were watching it at work last night. We could not believe it. The whole Italy situation is... it's so strange that it's unexpected. That no one really... I don't think anyone really knows what to do or say on it because it's that bad. I think if you look at it in perspective, the whole Italy situation, that is bad. If you're losing to you cannot get even country of Italy's history. Maybe they're just not having the good, you know. It's like, right, Lily, and I can't remember your name again. What's your name? Come here. 1, 2. Breed. Come here, please. Okay, right. I'm slightly nervous for you because you look like. Why do you have like? Isn't that the thing in? If anyone's watched X-Men: Days of Future Past, isn't that the heterochromia thing? Where Charles Xavier was like. Have a listen, everyone. Hang on. Come with me. Come with me. Come here. So small and cute. Look at him. It's rare I get a cute moment, but hashtag Westie TV wholesome moment. Oh, actually, tell you what, let's glide slowly. What a sunrise this is. So yeah, my hope is that I will one day be able to I think Kristen said to me, why didn't you build it up here? And I was like, well. It didn't feel very suitable. Like, it didn't actually feel very suitable for building. I could have done it. Yeah, Italy didn't have that aura at all about them last night. We were watching the penalties at work, and to be fair, we were sat in there. I was sat in work, and we were just watching the pens. And to be fair, no one really expected what happened, because it all looked very good until Bastoni got sent off. So it is what it is. I guess you can't really argue with it. I mean. The person I feel sorry for the most is Gennaro Gattuso. I think he's going to be. I think he'll go. I think the funny thing is everyone predicts everyone didn't think Bosnia was going to do it out of that three. Everyone thought it was going to be Wales or Italy, which when Wales were beaten by Bosnia, which I think was a fair result. They did very well. I don't think anyone expected what was going to happen next, but yeah. In terms of England, I don't know who you're going to take to the World Cup. I honestly think this squad's going to be so controversial. No one's going to like it, and everyone and the papers is going to say, "Oh, we should have called up this player." It's like, well, no, you half-wit. Just let Tuchel do his job. Like, it's so hard to watch when you see managers being undermined by players that or the media. Because it happened with Southgate, admittedly. I wasn't the most keen on Gareth Southgate. Admittedly, I never will be. I don't think I'll look back on his time. Well, he brought some great memories. Gave us 2 finals and a World Cup quarter final, which we probably should have won. That quarter final against France. I think we could have done it, but well, in that England team after that Euros was probably the best it's ever been. So hey, it is what it is. That season, those vibes. I love that entire. I loved that entire Premier League season. So much fun. Well, it was Ten Hag's first year, I think, and I just remember loving it. Like, it was so good. You know, the World Cup song is. I know. I haven't listened to it yet. I've seen the snippets. I think it's. It's more of an ear bleed it's more of an ear bleeder than an ear enjoyer. I think it's everyone's kind of, you know, on nostalgia from like Waka Waka, waving flags a lot. You know, it's easy to say. You know, the World Cup songs aren't great, but I think FIFA's doing it. The thing is, it's the first of an album, so like, not like the first song on some albums is not great. Song for Ford commercial. I can see that, to be fair, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. Oh, I need to go repair my shovel. Some of you asked me, are we going to do a sim racing stream sometime soon? I'm thinking tomorrow night. I don't know if I got still the Mono Ultimate installed. Can I ask you to make something more fun? Yeah, I'll take suggestions on it. The one thing I'm thinking of doing tomorrow night is doing like a Assetto Corsa or something like that for like a few hours, and just maybe doing some fun races. Something, or just do like some classic F1 races or something like that. It's kind of been on my agenda for a while to do some Assetto Corsa and some mod stuff. The thing is, though, is that oh wait, hang on, I need these. While doing that. But yeah, I mean, I thought about it tomorrow night. Maybe I do some. To be fair, I could continue the F1 Fantasy Series save. We do that. Because we don't actually have long of F1 25 left, so. So we could continue the story. We could do. I need to actually edit tomorrow. A lot of F1 Fantasy Series is on my agenda. We have the World Martial Arts at the Ring Stadium. Nice if you can make it, of course. Right, you're gonna hate me for this. I never watched Dragon Ball Z in my life, so I'm gonna have to. I might be able to do it. I will try my best for you trying. Yeah, I've never watched Dragon Ball Z. That's what I've never really been an anime person, to be honest. I understand like the basics of it, if that makes sense. But I've never really been, you know, like it's never really been for me like a massive thing. So I mean, this is what it is, but Dragon Ball 2, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Oh, okay. I mean, we'll probably, you know. It's funny how half of the I'm just looking at the news. Half of the stuff that we're seeing from Trump at the minute. Have I got a stone cutter here? I feel like I do. Oh, I don't have a stone cutter. Okay. Probably gonna walk that, but for the sake of a rocket. I'm going to nick the stone cutter from... I'm also going to sort out the... short ones. No, I bought long ones. Quite short ones. Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course, man. I try and give it a watch. The thing is, I don't really. I struggle to sink my teeth into shows like generally. Like, I never really have been like all that big on shows and big on like on TV these days because I've always been YouTubing. You know, I'll always watch and support YouTube content. As a kind of base. I'm just going to take down that sound a minute because I just want always to build up. But does this work? But yeah. But I'm just going to let the skeletons build up in just a minute. But yeah, I mean, I've never really had like and I've never really kind of watched anime or done anything, but you know, it's kind of what it is, you know, in a sense. But oh yeah, does the camera color look a bit better tonight? By the way, because I've done some edits to it to try and get it a bit better. But yeah. But yeah, I think the camera's better. Let's try and get some. In terms of kind of animes I have watched, I mean, the only thing I can think of is the Pokemon anime, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, apart from that, that's really it. Not really. I haven't really watched much else. Camera's good, excellent. Glad that's worked. I've had dinner. I'm still hungry. It's bad. I know that sounds bad, but I have snacks with me. But it's like I don't want to have the snacks because I've got to make money last this month, which is crap. Basically, I got paid last week, so I went to watch the Women's Champions League last week, which was really good fun with Kristen, which was actually really lovely. And then my car broke on Sunday night, which was not great. And then my clutch basically went on going up a hill this week, which was a bit frustrating, a bit annoying, but it happens. I mean, I can't really argue it. It happened. Quite sudden, but I mean, it is what it is. I need to get this end of the farm going, to be fair. Club like Porto. What, like a Porto 2004? I think that might be. I can see it happening. I could see it happening, to be fair. Probably not this decade, but I mean, it could happen really. I think the last time we had, the thing is, if we had that final in 2004, the one in Gelsenkirchen, was that was Monaco Schalke. No, Monaco Porto. Sorry, Schalke is where it's played at, the stadium. This is one of the. I think it's one of the Euro 2004 venues. No, 2000. Well, fucking hell. I guess right. 2006. It was one of the World Cup venues. I remember it. But I remember that part of it when we're looking at the tournament and stuff. The funny thing is with that tournament and that final is that would have been either team's first Champions League title, first European Cup. Which I think would have been, everyone would have looked at I think because of Porto and what they did the year before with the UEFA Cup, and then how Mourinho built that team. That's kind of how it is. But I must be hated by all the skeletons like worldwide. This is power. But I think the next club to win a first Champions League will be Arsenal, but I think it probably will be Arsenal just because, well, how they are in football at the minute. Well, PSG only got their first Champions League last May, so anything can happen. But yeah, club like Roma wins it. Napoli have won it, I think. Juve have won it. Roma haven't won it. AC and Milan and Inter have won it 7 and 3 times each. Como might be in the Champions League next season. Like they're up and coming and looking quite good, but they need to keep the form up under Fabregas. Germany, I can't see a German side winning it. They're too one team focused. Napoli didn't. Napoli didn't win it. I thought they. I feel like they did early days. Like very early days, I think they did it. I might be wrong. Maradona time maybe, but. Yeah. Atletico could do it, but I don't see. Yeah, Atletico could still win the Champions League. That was it. Napoli won the Europa League 2012, I think. Was it 2012? With Cavani. I feel like it was at 2012 Cavani. It was either 2012 or 2015 or something ridiculous. I feel like there's another club that could win it. I'm not thinking of. England. England in terms of the top six, you have Arsenal. The next first club to win a Champions League is hard to predict because it's probably going to be Arsenal. But I don't know if it will be. In truth. No, it won't be Villa because they won in the early 70s. I think it's either 70s or 80s they won. I can't remember, but yeah, Villa won. Villa won it once. Forest won it twice under Brian Clough. Newcastle probably wouldn't do it. They can't even. Furthest they've got is over the round of 16, which was this season. Don't know. It's hard. It is hard. Yeah. This is the dilemma you have. You don't want to predict them too soon, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that have won the Champions League. Marseille have won it a couple of times. Ajax have won it. Oh, that's tough. I think you need to look at it as if, yeah, it's a hard ask. I think to. I genuinely don't think you can predict it. I think if you asked me that last season, I'd have said PSG or Arsenal, but yeah. I think I might do on the shovel. Yeah, I'll do. Let's go and pop these away. Actually, I might as well chuck these bows out. That's crap anyway. Tournament arcs. We go. Clear out my sounds a bit now. To be fair, when does Artemis launch? Is it 22:15? I think what we could do tonight is I'm not knackered. By any means, by the way, I'm actually quite alright this evening. So what I could do, oh, people remember JoJo series. Yeah, I used to love the Pokemon animes. Like that was my Sinnoh was my like my morning, like, whether it was a summer holiday or like something, I would be watching. There was like one summer where I was obsessed. I think it was like summer 2010 where I was obsessed with the Pokemon anime. And yeah, I just literally loved it so much. It was such good fun. Right, what do I do? I think I'm going to do it with... tell you, before I make stacks, why not just make one? So they look. That's tiles, and that would look good for the outside, I think. So let's get a stack of each. Let's do a couple of stacks of each, and that'll do. And that can just go around the outside. I think I want to try and make like a. No reason. Well, I remember the thing is, animated stuff. I remember the Johto series so well. Oh no, wait, I wanted the polished one. That's the thing is I remember the Sinnoh series really well. Some people say they remember the what's it, the Advanced Generation one? I can't remember what you call it. Hoenn, that's the one. I remember the Hoenn one really well. That is something actually I completely forgot to mention. I don't know if you can see it here. I have bought a Nintendo Switch. So, there is a chance I could do some streams like Pokopia and stuff. And Mario Kart, and I think we're going to do, I want to do a Pokemon game at some point. I think it's only fair we do the modern Pokemon games at some point, maybe ZA. I kind of am tempted to do ZA, but lucky bastard got a Switch. I know. Well, this is the thing that I'm really pissed off at myself about. The car broke literally a couple of days after I got the Switch, and it's not looking good. Yeah, I'm in a bit of hot water. My finances, but I'm doing overtime and everything to like try and help myself this month. I'm not really doing very much anyway this month, to be honest, but I'm trying to get like the Switch was planned for months, and then this happened, and I was like, oh, okay, shit, like. So yeah, the car literally went the day. Yeah, the car went pop literally the day that I got a couple of days after I got the Switch, which was pretty bad luck. It was pretty bad luck, to be honest, but it is what it is. I mean, I can't really help it. It is what it is. This is actually a really bad idea. I'm probably just gonna. Oh, it's sinking. Shit. Okay. Got a frame poster in your room. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, Superman. What, the new Superman? Or are we doing Henry Cavill Superman? Or are we doing like a... like completely different approach? Because like I cannot imagine anyone else but Henry Cavill doing Superman. That's my generation, probably, but probably my generation, but of like, you know, TV and media. But I cannot imagine Henry Cavill as like not being Superman. It's nothing against David Cornsvet. I think he's the original poster. Okay, I'm trying to remember his name now. Oh, who was the original Superman? This is my pub quiz knowledge coming back into play. I will remember his name eventually. If someone puts his name in the chat, I might have a brainwave. But it's on your last vid. I'll have a look a bit later. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut across this way, aren't we? So my kind of intention here is I want to make a board, kind of like a promenade walk, going all the way around this, all the way around the city. So that is the overall goal, but so I want to make like a nice kind of promenade. All the lights switch on at night, that sort of thing. Because I kind of would like a project where this stays as like a forever world or something like that. I know we did like the original. Actually, it was this time last year. Actually, we were doing the original Forever World, and with something happened. Remember that thing that happened on stream, and then we just never kind of went back to it. Well, Nautilus, one of the new Nautilus mods. Yeah, I kind of ditched that world. I was kind of like, I tell you what, let's just come back to Minecraft when I feel ready to do so, and it kind of worked out. I think just the whole stuff that went on, and it just wasn't nice. I did hear more stuff about it recently, and I was kind of like, well. It's kind of like, oh, that's cute, but I'm not interested. People were asking me about yeah, people were asking me recently about what the fuck is that noise? I think it's the Nautilus. I'm gonna cheat so I don't die. Trust me, I don't want to get absolutely mugged by a hostile mob. No, thank you. Some of you were asking me about the Westie video, by the way, a few weeks ago. I just want to say again, thank you very much to everyone who came and supported that video. It was good. It was really good fun to make. I love doing it. I think I've said this on stream already, but it was good fun to make. A lot of people had questions about it afterwards. Someone did ask me why I wasn't on a touchline with the wands. It was mentioned. So what happened was I went into the bar in the morning. Or the SU bar, and I was basically told by one of the staff that I couldn't build a touchline. Someone had caught with it. And basically, Leo, I think, wanted to have me there. Off the top, from what I heard, Leo wanted me there. I couldn't be on the touchline with him, which I think was fair enough. To be fair, I offered them my help. They didn't accept the offer. What happened. But you know, I'm not. I'd rather just clear that up and say, look. What do you think of the new model? The Nautilus. I think it's or the Slime. The Nautilus looks good. Slime looks good too. Yeah, I think that should be good. But yeah, in terms of the what happened with Varsity though, from my now I'm not really doing anything more with Varsity. Like I've that was my last one. I know it was my last one. I just want to say that was, out of all the ones I've watched, it was good, very, very good. They put on a very good show, but they've got to be so careful for the future because, and I really mean this when I say it, Roehampton are going to kick ass over the next few years, because just how they've been in. They know they're building and they're getting a lot more money, they're getting a lot more funding, and we're not going to be able to compete. I have said for years that I think the SU should cut the partnership because they've not been good in recent years, but now they're actually starting to bring their A game to it. Maybe it might be time to maybe give it a time, but yeah, it is what it is. I've said what I've said there about it. I think they've got to be really careful. Because they were lucky. They were very, very lucky. Bucks were so lucky to get away with what they did. And I think the footballing side has always been a bit of a letdown because the club never really has any structure. Well, both clubs have never really had any structure because there's too much governance and too much oversight because there's always a fear of something going wrong. Anyway, right, well we're kind of filling in little bits now. So what I kind of intend to do is have maybe a 5 wide path, so 3, 4, 5, there we go, that way. Yeah, I think that will do, that'll work. I'm not sure if Kristen is actually coming on. I think she's having a nap, so we'll see. Easy departure, a bit of a... You know what I have noticed, and this is since the clocks changed, so the one thing people have been asking me about is, oh, you used to notice more planes now. And I'm like, yeah, I do notice more planes, you know. It is a part of it, living next to an airport, but you see a lot more. I actually had to walk to work since the car's gone up in smoke. I've actually been walking to work. So yesterday or this morning I actually walked back from work because I did a night shift last night. So I got in at 7 in the morning, which actually wasn't too bad. It actually really wasn't actually that bad at all. I actually enjoyed it because I used to, when I lived in Wickham, I used to walk a lot, and now since I've come to Luton, I've got a car and I've got all these things. I don't typically walk anymore, so it was actually quite nice to just come back and do it again. Well, I like sports days; they always feel the same to me. I think that these days with sports games and stuff, I get what you're saying actually, Triangle, because sports games these days are they all feel the same because a lot of them are down by the same publisher. So when you see it, when you see a new sports game, it's like, oh, actually, it feels so good. Looks good. Looks nice. It's actually the same publisher. So, so yeah. I think I'm just going to check very quickly. I'm just going to check that Artemis's go for launch. What are we? 23:20 if weather allows. I think we could do a stream at 10:30 and we could log on. This feels like the media coverage compared to what it was with Apollo is shit. I just want to say that now. The last time football game was played, that game was closer to RPG than football itself. What was that? What game would that be? Because I'm a bit like, I kind of don't really know what games, like football games wise, to play these days, because I'm tempted with like having a dabble with eFootball and PES for a bit. Or eFootball, PES, whatever you call it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But like, I was kind of like talking with someone about it actually. I was like, what would you say these days is probably the best football game you played? Soccer Story. I've never heard of that. Yeah, Football Manager's dipped this year massively. I think because they tried too soon. I think I kind of don't know what they were doing, to be honest with you. But Football Manager's a bit sad and a bit frustrating, but the whole situation with that. But it is what it is. I do want to play a football manager at some point and have a bit of a laugh with it, but oh, okay, alright. I'm just thinking back on a few things. It's just about the bug stuff. It's like in the back of my mind just a little bit. Well, it has been for a while, to be fair. The whole since varsity, but I'm playing in Old Boys, and the Old Boys game in a couple of weeks. I think I'm meeting a few of the Old Boys up soon. I don't know. I think before AU, I'm meeting them. Probably gonna pop. I need to pop and see. Pop and see some of them at some point. I need to get the car back. Yeah, because the car's in the garage at the minute. I'm kind of stuck with the car, and I'm quite annoyed because I would have had a beer tonight, but Kristen's having an issue with Mojang. Hang on. Let's help Kristen out. What's the error? I don't know what the error is. I might be able to help her, but I don't know what. I just need to log out and log in again. I know exactly what it might be. It's either Mojang authentication's gone down. You know, I realise we've forgotten to do. We actually haven't done any F1 Manager in ages, which is quite funny. I'd love to do some F1 Manager. Christian, if you're watching, if you send me the error to relog in attempts outdated. Oh, fuck. Really? Well, it's either one or the other. So I don't get why it's doing that. Always troubleshooting. I think, Kristen, if you are watching, it is probably going to be password related if it's login attempts. Go to your Microsoft account, reset your password, and then I don't know why it's popped up with that, but yeah, Kristen, I think you'll need to reset your Microsoft off the top of my head. If you have too many login attempts, it's probably going to be Microsoft related. Outdated server is not making much sense to me. You might need to update the launcher. You just need to have a look at your account and just see, close the launcher, reopen it if it's not working or letting you log in. Then you need to go to your Microsoft account and unlock it. Log in and unlock, and just follow the reset steps. combining sports with different genres won't work. Sports, you know, there's a Pokemon game for that, I think. I swear there's a well, there's Pokeathlon in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but Pokeathlon, whatever it was, but. Game ones. Well, it's like Mario has tennis, isn't it? Or like Super Strikers, or whatever it was called, the football one. Like Mario has the Super Strikers one, doesn't it? So. Yeah, to be under the sea in an octopus's garden with me. Kristen should probably send me the not delay code. That's fucking work. Then if Kristen should probably send me the error code, then I can have a look at it. Might be better than just winging it. I'm just trying to. I keep refreshing my phone to see how Kristen is getting on. I'm just hoping no news is good news, but I don't know. What makes a memorable villain? I think memorable villains. That's a tough one. For me, I would say a memorable villain. Oh, that's a great question, Triangle. Memorable villain for me. Oh, jeez, sorry, my back's killing me. Memorable villain. What would that be for me? I'm actually not too sure. That's a tough one. I think a memorable villain, in my opinion, you know, their plan is just so good that you start agreeing with it. Like any villain who can like literally, they could sell sand in a desert to you. That is a good fucking villain. Like, I should probably go check my washing in a second next door because I would have put it on a cycle in a bit. Hey, this is gonna have to go all the way around. How deep is this? Oh, okay, it's quite deep. Yeah, like, you know how like Thanos had like his, you know, kill half of life thing. That shit's memorable. Like, making notes. Triangle's on the note making. Triangle villain is returning. Thanos though is a good villain. He is like one of the best villains ever written because like in terms of Endgame and what happened with it, oh, so sweet. Like, I think it was a good ending. Endgame ended the right way, in my opinion. I think it ended the correct way. I think it ended fine. I think, you know, if you... Kristen's sending me photos now. Right, so look. I feel like I'm just going to go around in circles with this, but I'll try my best. Heading out. Oh, no worries, mate. I'll see you soon, Triangle. Have a nice evening. If you are watching the launch, enjoy it. We will probably have it on here, to be fair. I'm probably going to put it on Westie TV anyway, because I feel like it'd be fantastic just to see a new rocket just launching into space. That's like... I can go home happy this evening and play Pokopia. Which is what I'm probably going to do after the stream, to be fair. Yeah, see you soon, Triangle. All the best, mate. Right. Back. That's the only thing I can think of is reinstall the launcher. I genuinely haven't got a clue with this. I'm trying to work out what's going on, but I don't know what's going on. What I think I might need to do is I might need to just have like a section where this spurs off here, and then I do always get a bit worried when Kristen asks me for tech help because I don't really know. I don't really know what's going on with it. Perfect. Oh my word, look at that. Okay. And that feeds in there. And then I can just go onto... I will keep time set daying because the thing is I don't really know. I think Kristen will when she comes on too, to be honest. But oh dear. Hoping reinstalling the launcher does work for us because that's not honestly. If you can't log in, that's not good at all. I don't really know where to suggest from there. Let's have a look from above a second, just to see how it's looking. Okay, so that's kind of working nicely, actually. So if we just keep this up, then we can... Okay, we've run out of ran out of shit. Okay. I might just keep that thing there. Has Kristen LinkedIn-ified herself? Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen has LinkedIn. I don't actually post on LinkedIn. Like, people say, "Oh, why aren't you posting LinkedIn?" I was like, I don't fucking care. I'm just like, I've got my job. I'm happy with it. I don't just shoot from the rooftops or shout from the rooftops about what I'm doing. But people say, you know, "Oh, why don't you share what you did on LinkedIn? Why don't you share this on here? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?" I'm like, I'm good at social media. I'm fine with it. What I don't like is having a social media presence about work. I'd rather talk about work in a positive light, where I'm not having to just, you know, talk about just shareholding or anything like that. I just want to enjoy work and talk about it positively to people, which is where actually it's going to matter, not somewhere whose people are going to, you know, just go click and like, go like, yeah, congratulations, it's fantastic. I want to do a video in maybe a few months about I want to do a Room 101, which sounds a bit menacing, a bit negative, and a bit not very positive, but it will make sense when I do it. I basically want to be like just go on a rant for about half an hour about how shit things are in the world. That's pretty much all I want to do. It's either going to be beautiful or it's going to be absolutely... It's going to go down like a sack of shit. But it'd be great, or it'll go down like a sack of shit, probably. Probably the latter, but we'll see. I also have to do the new... There is another FPC iceberg that I am planning. Whether that comes out, I do not know. What day is it tomorrow? I'm trying to think what day it is tomorrow. Is it Thursday? I do love how. Okay, Kristen's not seen it. Kristen, if you're watching, you will need to reinstall your launcher. I don't know if you've seen my text. Yeah, we'll go till about 11, and then we'll oh, Kristen's is loading up now. Fantastic. Right. It should work. I don't see why it wouldn't work, but yeah. Like it should. Like normally it's fine. I mean, oh hello. Bonjour, motherfucker. It's regular bad omen that. Okay. Right, we've gone all the way around, so yeah, we've got our little kind of road, I guess. So yeah, now we're going to build out on this island here. Nice little island down here. Does it work? Oh, United Women got knocked out of the Champions League. I saw about that. I was like, oh, we've been knocked out. I was there on, so as I think I mentioned about it, we were there at Old Trafford on last week for the, whatever leg it was, I can't remember. First leg. And it was a good game. If you're a neutral, that's probably going to be a really good game. It was good, like genuinely good, and then the goals were all decent too. Like nothing like you wouldn't not expect from a women's game, but oh, I thought I'd probably worth mentioning this actually about FBC. I have no clue what's going on with it, by the way. I have not logged in for about 2 months on FBC. I know they're doing bits. I know everyone's busy these days and everything, but I have not heard anything. I have not seen anything from FBC. I do laugh how, well, can I be honest with you? The last league they were doing was crap. Anyways, they tried a revolutionary thing. It didn't work. I think people have just got a bit tired because it's a work that people got to the point where there weren't many updates coming with it. There wasn't really much reward for playing the games. And so you just become a bit like, oh, like in the old times. And the reason FBC lasted as long as it did was you had reward. And then when you got to 2020, maybe 3, 4, the reward just kind of, or actually put a lot earlier than that, 2022 actually, the reward just went. And that's where FBC has struggled massively in recent years. Is it just doesn't have that reward or that same incentive that you would get from a normal server. So that is my opinion on why it's had its issues and had its troubles. But obviously, you know, you got to be honest. I don't see. I don't see it coming back for a while, which is sad. It's sad for me to say because I respect them. I respect the server. I respect the guys that play on it. Very good with people, but to be fair, I've offered a lot of help to people in recent months, and no one's really taken my offer on a lot of things. And I know I can change. I can bring opinions, but people aren't keen to change anymore, which is a big shame. This is me sober, by the way. Sober me talking. I have not had a single beer. Well, I've had one beer today, that's it. But that was like before the streaming started. Jesus, Kristen's put... Oh, there you go. It's a big book. I was only needed some of these. Just gonna work on the corners and then we'll oh, dolphin. Do an auto clicker for this, to be fair. To be fair, I've never actually I've never downloaded the Hacksaw mods or anything that to try and yeah, but it is what it is. But I think FBC though, in terms of it needs something new, and it has never really... The thing is, I know what it needs. I genuinely know what it needs, but the thing is, if I suggest that to anybody, no one's going to listen. Because... I can basically... put on a plate. I could probably do it in a video about what to do. I don't think you need to change any of the ownership, any of the structure. I think it's just features that are missing. But people are going to turn around and go, "Oh, those are us ideas." Like those ideas are shit. Those are, you know, this. Hey, Kristen's on. But people are going to go, "Oh, those ideas are shit. They're crap." And it's that's the exact reason why it's in where it is, you know, in the situation that it's at the minute. I mean, I've never seen anything like this at the minute on FBC since the Andy and CP situation. CP being the guy, not child porn. Sorry, I had to make that clear. But literally, there was a guy called CP before it was abbreviated to that. I don't know why I said that out loud. I can't remember his actual IGN. It was like 1987 or something. But he kind of led some development, and then they tried to come. I think they tried to come back and buy the server. I've got no arrows. Okay. Maybe I do a maybe I do a video on it. Like maybe just try how would I reinvent FBC in 2026? I don't think you need to change a lot of things. It's incentive that is actually just killing the game a bit. I don't think you need to change. I think the 5v5 was a good experiment. It didn't work. But yeah, I mean the thing is if you looked at maybe an FBC video from 2020 to actually maybe 2019 would probably do you justice, but Kristen is a husband beater. See, I knew that wouldn't actually be enough, but yeah, I think in I think like I said it maybe back in 2023 that I said if FBC lasted until 2020 end of 2024 I'd be surprised. And it did. But the reason I didn't do the Champions League, and this was last year, was I think I got too busy. Ross still got busy as well with work. And I couldn't do it. To put it into perspective, I actually couldn't do it. We had I couldn't really run it. I got very lucky with the 24 Champions League. I thought that was because I could do. I think I did that before. I can't remember when I recorded the 24 Champions League, to be honest, but that was a long time ago. The thing is though, I feel like if I did a video on it, and if I did a video on the whole FBC stuff, and kind of what was going on with it, and what needs to be done, I think people would probably complain if I made that video, but I'd do it anyways. Maybe that could be my job tomorrow, is like make an FBC related video and just talk about what could change, what might actually benefit players for the better. It could be quite good. I mean, I'd have to look at it, but I mean, I could do it. I genuinely could do it, because we do have I think there's a week break in the F1 calendar sometime soon. I don't know. I'd need to have a think, but I'm not sure what Kristen's doing at the minute, but I'm just kind of yeah, I've kind of just got straight to work on this kind of. I'm just filling all this hole in, because the thing is, if I don't fill the holes in, then I'm going to be in a bit of trouble. It's going to be it's a ball ache to build. The thing is, if I do this now, it's like it will be so much easier to build later. Thing is, I'm going to need loads and loads and loads of materials to build what I'm planning to build, which is I want to build like a railway from here all the way to the old city. And then we'll have stuff like a city storage and other bits that, you know, we kind of need. This is essentially going to be a city. My plan for this is I want to build like a kind of coastal city, one that overlooks, you know, the island and or this isle like kind of thing. Alright. Seeing Illiman and Dyer reports from Everton. I think we can sign him. I don't really get why we'd sign and Dyer if Rashford's coming back and the plan is Barcelona don't want to sign him. Yeah, that would weird me. It weirds me out a little bit, but people know I take Marcus back in a heartbeat if I think the Champions Cup, Champions League showed that I would bring Marcus back in a heartbeat. You know, I don't get why we got rid of him. Why we let him go on loan in the first place when we needed kind of some attacking depth at least. Because I think Ahmad and Rashford, let Cunha and Bumo Sesko run the show. That five attacking. That five-man attack works, and then you've got your attack sorted for the Champions League next season. You can rest and rotate, and you can still build on what they've got. Because think about it, Rashford and Bumo Cunha and Sesko is a rotating. I mean, I'll put it this way: Beckham went number 10 to. That's a point, actually. Can I do that? I'm going to take a small break on this because this is a mega project and I need to get this sort of... I will come back to this because I've only got this bit and that bit to fill and that's it. I think there's some rockets in here. I'm nicking these. Sorry, Kristen, I'm going to nick these. Oh, she's building a powered rail. What's she building? Oh, did I miss it? I missed it. So. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Right, that's not cool. Right, I need... any eggs? This could come across really lame, but I'm going to do it anyway. Right, come. Away, please. Thank you. Swap my fly rockets. I'm gonna go. Oh, actually, I know where they'll be. What was that? I don't have an apple, but do you need serious help? What the fuck? I don't get what she's doing. What's she doing? I'll find an apple for you. Hang on. Let me get an apple. Probably do. Somewhere. I might have one. I might have like an apple. Can I just give it some... I'm really confused as to what she's doing. Oh yeah, Kristen was in the car with me, by the way, when the car broke. Actually, maybe I could actually talk about this ordeal on stream with what happened. Basically, I was driving. So Kristen's birthday was on Sunday. Was it Sunday? It was on Sunday. So I finished work, went straight. I was like, okay, right, let's go. the plan is I'm going to come straight to yours. We're going to go out for dinner, have a really nice evening, play some Switch games in the evening, and then that's it. Then I'm back at work on Monday morning. I broke down 5 miles from my house, managed to get towed within half an hour. The guy then told me, before the tow, really sorry mate, what we're going to have to do is, we're going to have to tow, if we want to tow your car here, we actually can't tow you all the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop you at Northampton Services. So the guy who towed me, he took me to Northampton Services, which was about 2/3 of the way up at this point. So I got towed, and then this was 10 o'clock when I got to Northampton Services. I ended up spending 10.5 hours with Kristen in Northampton Services, waiting for the second half of the tow. I was furious at this point. So what happened was, I need to go put my washing on in a second. Right. So what happened was, we got towed to Northampton Services. We then got told a third party was going to pick us up at 1 o'clock. That didn't happen. Then it got pushed to 2:56, which then the guy didn't show up. It then got to a third party was then called, and then the guy didn't turn up for work. So then we were pushed back to 8:30. At this point, I'm demanding the RAC get me an RAC patrol to do the rest of this shit, because you've absolutely stranded me here, and I've had no sleep for nearly 32 hours at this point. And Kristen was also getting tired, and I could tell she was also getting tired. She was the one driving behind the tow in the cab. But yeah, we made it back. We dropped the car off at my local garage, and then, or my kind of, not local garage, but trusted garage. It does my MOTs and services, and they're brilliant, to be fair. They'd always be fair on my price and everything. But oh my god, was it painful. I got stuck there for about... I'm genuinely not sure Kristen's okay. I'll fix that. She was alright. But yeah, so I basically stranded my girlfriend on my birthday. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. I basically stranded my girlfriend on her birthday, like the arsehole I am, and got stuck in services for 10.5 hours. We're probably going to get a few fines through the post in a couple of days, by the way. Oh. What are you doing? I'm so confused. I'm genuinely concerned for what she's doing. Right, I need to find a chicken. I need a chicken, guys. Where's the chicken? There we go. Chicken. Egg. Perfect. Right. So, because I'm a moron, and I couldn't do anything for Kristen's birthday. I couldn't, because I'm a fucking muppet and I broke down. I'm having to, because I'm a fucking muppet, basically, because I couldn't take Kristen out for dinner properly, honey, please. So basically, because Kristen, I basically fucked up with Kristen's birthday massively. Instead, I'm going to make a deep slate table. Hang on. Right, I've got instead. So, apologies, Kristen. Happy birthday. I'm trying to wish her a happy birthday, and she's just. I don't know what to say. I'm a bit. I am so confused. I genuinely, this is the most confused I have been in a long, long time. Neither do we. Neither do we. Right, I'm gonna head over to the back out of the city. Take me down to the paradise. Woo! I'm just gonna have 2 minutes. I'm just gonna go and have a small break, and then I'll come back. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Right, I will be back in 2 seconds. See you in a sec, guys. Welcome back, everybody. Kristen has been building something new. I'm starting to get a bit worried. That's true. Camera might need to be on. That's me told. Right, let's head back to the new place. I also got some dairy milk. That was a bit peckish. Yeah, this is like a perfect little island. I think we can really make this work. Like some big kind of bits. I don't know. I'm getting locked in a bit here, but I should check my phone in about 3 hours. Are we still no-go on Artemis? I'm just interested. I might just check if we go on Artemis, just because it's tech issue resolved, and we're a go. I'm just having a look at this because it's quite. Are they launching from 39B? Okay. Okay, launch and go 2320. So what we'll do is we'll hop onto the NASA live stream in a bit. We'll hop onto the NASA live stream, so we'll leave the realm for a bit, and then we'll hop back on a bit later. But I want to watch this launch. I think we can probably I think it's safe to say we can watch it normally. We can put this on screen because it is a massive moment for the world and we are reacting to it. So, freedom of speech. I was actually, yesterday at work we were actually putting together plans to divert aircraft if, I don't know what's going on to be honest, but with what they're doing tonight, but we were putting together plans, or the work team were putting together plans. It was either the team before me or the team after me were putting together plans. If they couldn't. Basically, if the launch fails, you have a massive debris field that you get that gets created by this whole by the whole launch. So we'll go at we'll go out to the stream at T-20, and we'll feed in the patch on the crew feed. That'd be good. That'd be good. It's probably the best thing we can do. I do really want to watch this launch. It's going to be amazing. Like, this is the first time a NASA rocket has gone to the moon with people in it since 1972. I never understood why we stopped going to the moon. Okay. Kristen is going to stay on the server. She's just sorting some bits out. Why are those fish fucking huge? Jesus, look at the size of these fuckers. It's bigger than my head. What's those memes? What's that like rogue, like extreme fisherman like program? Like the ones you get on UK on like Dave or something. Or like Gold, you know, well, there's like channels that the elderly watch, like Dave or Gold, like where they do all the old reruns of Top Gear and Dave and I don't know, Dave Station. Yeah, forget Babe Station. You got Dave Station now. Top institution for blokes. They talk about my exhaust. To be fair, I know someone who probably would fit the bill for Dave Station. Not because his name's actually Dave, but his name's actually Dave. He probably would actually. One of the proper. He doesn't sound like this. This is just jokey, but he's one of the proper blokes. Well, most of them will drink beer anyways. Still can't believe my sister said what she said. I can't comment on that. Anyways. Actually, I'm just going to check on Artemis a minute. Oh, they're only an hour to the launch window.
So, I agree, and I think it's just, it just needs somehow to be.
I don't know if you can hear that, but that was Robert. That was a man called Robert Massey. The Massive. Whoop, whoop. You know what feels meant? The thing is, the whole thing surrounding this mission really strikes me is why can't we just build Apollo again? Like, Why can't we just do? I know it's meant to be historical and it's meant to be all this sort of, you know, all. Or if we did that, it would cost billions of dollars. But seriously, it could. We went to the moon with less computing power than, where is it? Than one of these. We had 16 kilobytes of RAM. This computer I'm playing this game on at the minute has 16. So why can't we go to the moon with old Apollo technology? Maybe we could put in some touch screens just to make the iPad kids happy. But the point is, we had a working space program, and then we defunded the space program because we didn't want to share. That's how much I understand it. S-E-S-K-O. Let's go Chancellor stuck in the head. S-E-S-K-O. What was the original song? Was D-I-S-C-O. It's a proper tune. I remember seeing it on Twitter the first time it came. The first time it was kind of being brainstormed. The thing is, I want to be able to, in this city, I want to be able to look out at the sunset or the sun. I want to be able to have I want to have a building in the middle, like a big tower or something, where I can look at the sunrise on one end and look at the sunset on the other, over that way. I might try and build that might be quite a good idea, Patronus Tower style. Actually, maybe building some twin towers in Minecraft is not a good idea. Or any duo of any sort, of any tall building. I'll probably come back and be haunted by that. At some point I will be haunted by it. I think tomorrow actually is F1 day. My head. Yeah, I think tomorrow is an F1 I think it's an F1 editing day tomorrow. Off the top of my head. I tell you what, I'm going to cheat a little bit with this one. I'm going to just I want to take on top of this though as well. Yeah, we'll just go. We're going to go across like this, and then. So yeah, we'll just have a 3D. I don't think. I'm not going to have anything on the corner here, am I? I don't think. Well, probably not. But I could fill it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'd like to have like a building where I can watch the sunset on this side. Mind you, we're going to have the railway bridge going out this way, which I need to plan properly as well. Because that's going to have like stalks going in the water, I want to make it proper, like just one channel and then 2 tracks going alongside it. Proper kind of underground networky. I did pick up a lot of deep slate. I went mining. I went deep slate mining on my. On one of my trips, and I kind of was like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Right, let's get all this filled. I think we'll fill it to the bottom, and then we'll just go from there. I think we might have a hole in there. Oh shit, forgot about breath. To be fair, we do actually have enough to now probably make a farm. The thing is, we're gonna have to make some farms eventually on here. Like, this city is gonna be, I think we're gonna have a farm section over that way, and we'll just road it all in. We'll have a built-up area right by the waterfront. I think that's my kind of plan for it. It's kind of tough to really predict. Rain possible next few. Yeah, Kristen, you're all good. I'm sorry, I've just seen your text and I can't text it, but you're all good, Kristen. Don't worry. If you want to go very quickly. Because to be fair, we're probably going to swap onto the Artemis stream in about 20 minutes, so and watch that there. I think this is, and then we'll come once the launch is done. We're going to come back here, but obviously it depends on what happens down at the Cape. If you do want some really good space series, by the way, I've been watching. There's actually a new season out of it at the minute. For All Mankind, what a series it is! If you like your space, if you like the Apollo program, you'll be absolutely hooked for days on it. Basically, the premise of it is what happens if the Soviets didn't, if the Soviets won the race to the moon, and I think it's a great bit of alternate history. It really gives you a bit of insight into what could have been. The world is so much better. Like, clean energy, more R&D, more science. It's just like, that's a dream. I might have actually listened a bit more in school if I'd have, or not gone into aviation if I had the world that For All Mankind has visualised. But yeah, it really does. I think it's a good series. Like the where it's been taken, I think it's been absolutely fantastic. Apple TV have done a fantastic job of it, and they really deserve a lot of credit. I mean, done really nicely. My insurance comes out tonight as well. Gotta watch what I'm spending. I mean, I managed to pick up a train ticket today for £5, which I think is a bit of a bonus. The Saturday lunchtime as well is not terrible. Given it's also Easter weekend, I think that's another thing as well. I'm kind of conscious of is that Easter weekend is one of the worst weekends to potentially travel, and also running on Easter Sunday is going to be interesting. I haven't really got any. The hilarious thing is though is you know how like if you live in the UK you'll know that half the rail network decides to go on engineering works to go and fix something that they've not fucking done and they could do on a normal night in the middle of the week, but they don't do it. They do it then just to piss everyone off. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, to be fair, with that sort of thing, there's no real right or wrong answer. I mean, maintenance people are just some of the most fun people you could actually meet. Some people are really who work in maintenance jobs are some of the loveliest people. Because all they want to do, all they've gone into that profession to do is just fix things, make things better. Like, that's the entire maintenance. I'm just going to respond to that. Kristen has heard me. I don't typically. I've not actually really checked my phone tonight when streaming, so. I've just seen a Charlotte Leighton Woods have a Coronatina. That is outstanding. I literally just went and had a look. How about? Oh well. So I was just having a look at my phone quickly. So I needed to check. You need to check up on every now and again. Anything can happen. I could have been. I could have won the lottery, which actually is. What lottery night in the UK Saturday, so yeah, probably could have done. Could have won last night's lottery even though I didn't enter it. Hey, even if you don't enter, there's still a chance. You never know. To be fair, I am tempted to win I am tempted to start playing the lottery instead of gambling. Literally, the other night I had Mexico-Portugal on a bet builder. I had 3 out of the 4 results correct, and I think I needed Portugal to win. I think I needed Portugal to win their game against Mexico. Did they fucking win against Mexico? No, they didn't. I might have lived a bit happier and peacefully this week without having a crate of beer. So, it is what it is. But hey, I ain't bitter. I ain't shouldn't want it to be done. To be fair, I don't think a lot of places will be open on Easter Sunday. Do I need to go tomorrow? 15 minutes till launch, by the way. Full moon today as well, by the way, too. That's one thing I noticed earlier. So I've got on my loop deck in front of me. I've got my interface that I can use to like change the stream set and stuff like that. I get a little kind of, I can add like full moon widgets and things, and it'll grab the data and it'll put it in. I was like, sound, I'll take that. Sounds cool. I'm knackered. I'm still feeling the effects of being on night shift this week. But, yeah. To be fair, not long to go to build this up a bit more. Then that's going to be easy, and then that's done. Maybe next episode we can start doing some bits. Tempting on Friday, by the way, to go and do a. I might do an endurance race on Friday, 6 hours of something. That might be quite fun. Maybe we do like an endurance race in Formula 1 cars. That might be quite good fun. I'd love to do that. Maybe go to Silverstone or somewhere and just go and do like a 6-hour race. That might actually be quite fun. Those Nautilus scare the shit out of me. There's nothing against them, they're just a bit like, you just see this massive shell just pop out under the water. It's like, whoa. That's like half a chest of dirt just all there alone. I wish you didn't have to place the dirt. That's the one thing I do wish you didn't have to do. I wish you could just fill it, just fill the thing up. Sorry, I didn't actually have breakfast or anything but fajitas today. I genuinely haven't eaten anything since. I only had maybe one meal since probably this time last night. So Good going, Elliot. No, I'm back on form tomorrow. I think I'm going to be up about 9ish tomorrow. Arsenal will play Bayern then. They'll beat Chelsea. Fucking hell. I think that was probably going to happen anyways. Like, Arsenal were probably going to win that tie. That's probably going to... It was going to happen. Tell you what, that would be cool. I've just thought of like an underground kind of walkway that goes under here. So we have like a subterranean level below this. Would that work? Might. Oh, what a day. Right, 10 more minutes of this. I think we'll try and get this at least done. We... They have investigating battery temps. Launch abort system, that's a no-go. Okay. Yeah, if they've got an issue with the batteries on the launch abort system, that will be a... Shit. Okay, that's not going to be good. I'm just going to pause that so I don't sat my bandwidth out. I think that's going to be... that might be a no-go then, because they're going to have to investigate that. That's really annoying. They have another launch window tomorrow night, but, I mean... They've got a couple of hours left of the window, but, I mean, that's heartbreaking. If you can't, considering these guys have been pulled from the pad a couple of times already, well, they got pulled. They got rolled off the pad once to fix an issue, and then they've had it again. Now this would be heartbreaking. You're getting an issue with the sensors. This is the thing that happens when you move up launch dates or you move up things and it doesn't work. You need to have a set time. Set diagram. If you want to operate safely in these sorts of environments, you have to have it. So it's a set launch window and a set launch calendar that you're working to from day one. And if you have setbacks and you push back, you don't bring forward. And this is NASA's issue, because I think they're... Well, this is what happened in the space race in the 60s, is you had issues, and you had all these issues all the time, but a lot of the time you wouldn't actually fucking realise it. So... My right hand's gone fucking numb. Oh, it's from tapping the right click, the place click all day long. We've sat there for 2.5 hours, or 3 hours nearly now. We've kind of made progress. We've made some good progress, but people, I'll tell you what, something I was going to mention actually. So people have been asking about what the content's going to be like from September to, you know, maybe September onwards when the new games and things come out. I actually haven't got a clue. The only thing is I know I'm going to be stopping something at some point. I can't comment on what it is yet because that's not fair. But there is something I'm planning to kind of bring to an end at some point, but I don't know what it's going to be yet, so can't comment. No comment. But yeah, it's going to be a huge shame when I do step aside from it, but I can't comment on that yet. Oh, Kristen's back. Yeah, it's literally only this bit left, and then we're done. Oh. Yeah, my hand's cramped up. We are coming up to the launch window as well, so I'm just going to check how are we looking. I wouldn't have held it. Oh, they've had Tim Peake on. Oh, brilliant. They could rebuild the Saturn V. I will be honest. They could rebuild the whole Saturn V if they wanted to. Oh, Kristen's coming to help. Thank you, Kristen. Very cool. Fuck, Mal. Go on the first. So I might let Kristen finish in that bit, and then I'll come to this bit. So. My hands are fucking dying. I'm just gonna wash my hands quickly. Actually. Ugh. Hand feels like a claw. I don't. I tell you what. I don't know if I can keep doing this one. My hand's just completely clawed up. I don't know how the hell. I've never had this in my life before. All my hands just completely feel numb. Tell you what, I might just call it a night. Let's go on after this. Okay, 23 minutes. I'll tell you what, I might call it a night because I'd save myself for tomorrow. Yeah, I might call it a night and then we'll come back. Come back and do it all again tomorrow. I think I'm so close. Can I swap hands? Go left-handed. No, that doesn't feel right. Oh wait, hang on a minute. You know what I could do? It's actually quicker than no, I'm struggling. I'm so struggling. If I could do it in both, then great. Any news on it? If you can probably see on my face, I'm just like a bit like I'm feeling a bit done with just placing dirt at the minute. I think this is the largest field I think I've ever made in my life on Minecraft. almost there. Almost there. Oh, Kristen's going to be able to do it. I'm not going to leave it a lot, to be fair. I think we can get by on it. It's literally going to be this and then we're done. I'm calling it and getting on the sofa. Yeah, I just said because there's a bit I'm calling it because I'm knackered. I'm going to have a beer and watch the launch, and then I'm hoping... Oh, it won't affect launch. Okay, we'll watch the launch live here. If it takes too long, I will probably hold out. We might do a new stream, to be fair. Right, corner stream. Let's go. Right. Do I call the stream or do I launch Artemis? I don't know when they're going to launch. I think they're not going to launch. So they don't have to launch. Right, yeah, actually, no, let's call it tonight. I'm done my 3.5 hours. I'm a bit knackered. I'm going to call it because yeah, we've done then this whole bit, which means we can now get to work on building this city. So we're gonna have our little roads going around the outside. We'll have a walkway underneath. I think we'll get some plans together what we want to do, and then we'll have like a build. We'll have like a wall up here of what we want to do. And then we can we can do this. And then we're gonna have. I think if we plan it. Maybe here, 1, 2, 3. So we're just going to fly in a straight line. Through the valley. We need to go, it's a bit challenging this to be fair. Okay, we don't actually need to go this far. The old pumpkin farm. Hey DKV, we're gonna watch. I don't know whether we want to be here for Artemis or we want to be. Don't know if we're going to be here for Artemis after all. I think we might call it a night because we might come back tomorrow and watch everything. We might do a stream tomorrow. I might do a driving stream tomorrow. To be fair. To make sure to load everything before I start streaming. That's the one thing I need to do tomorrow night. For a successful Formula 1 stream. Right, let's call the night then. Let's call it a night. Right, thank you very much everybody. I will see you all probably soon. B! Oh, there we go. Yeah, thank you very much everybody. I will see you all probably tomorrow night. I'm going to try and maybe do a racing stream tomorrow night. I think that probably might be right for Thursday evening. We'll do a racing stream. We might do some F125 open lobbies. I might see what we can do, but yeah, or we might do something here. I'm not sure yet. What do you think about Italy shitting the bag? Italy. Oh, Italy. I thought it was something Russian. I was like, yeah, I think it's horrible. UKV. I think it's bad for Italy. 3 World Cups missed in a row, but European title. Yeah, it's bad. It's quite bad. Thank you, Kristen, as well, for coming along for most of it. Don't know what she's doing, but yeah, thank you very much, everybody. I will. Might as well I'm off for this. I will see you all. Yeah, Kristen's here as well. Actually. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow night. I think we'll do a stream, some racing, because I'm going to be doing some racing stuff tomorrow anyways. Is everyone joining as soon as I'm leaving the stream? Do I have to stay for... Should I stay for a bit? Should I stay for a bit? I'm going to be coming off the... I'll tell you what, I'll stay for a bit. Is it actually going to launch on time? It's an L minus. I tell you what, I'm going to call it because I've been here 3 hours. So I'm a bit tired and a bit knackered. So I'm going to call it there. But no, okay, we'll call it for the night. I think because what we'll do is I'm going to schedule in a stream tomorrow night at, shall we say, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll come on. We'll do some racing. I'll get back on the sim and we'll do some racing. We'll get you guys involved with some names and some things as well. If it depends what I'm going to do. I'll run a racing stream tomorrow night. I'm just a bit knackered because I came off a night shift this morning, so I've had about 6 hours sleep, and I'm really looking forward to trying to get back to bed. Well, I can't because all the stuff's in the washing actually, in the dryer at the minute. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for coming. I appreciate you guys coming out at this time as well. I'm sorry it's sort of recalling it. It's just I am who I am. I'm knackered, unfortunately. We'll come back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, and we'll do some Formula 1 or we'll do Le Mans Ultimate or something random. What else have I got on here? Maybe we might do an F1 2012 or something, or a full race or something fun. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. But we'll do a couple of races, we'll have a bit of a laugh, and yeah, see what we can do. Thanks very much, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Au revoir, a bientôt, bon nuit, all the French. Duolingo is paying off. Alright, see you all later. Bye bye.